Got to give the people, get the people, yeah, what they want. All right, we are dividing polynomials using ideas of the area model. You can pause anytime. I wrote it to try to make this video shorter. So recognize that our ultimate goal is to divide a polynomial by one of its factors. That's what we're ultimately trying to do. Take a polynomial and divide it by one of its factors. So for example, I'm going to take this polynomial, negative 10x cubed minus 23x plus 62x minus 24. There's your polynomial, aka the product, and divide it by 5x minus 6. That's one of its factors, all right? Again, pause when you need to write all the stuff down. So there are some things that you need to notice in the area model. So let's just draw this area model right here. Why don't you go ahead and draw that? Cool, you did it. And now go ahead and multiply it out, please. Cool, you did that before I did it. So what is this? 6x cubed, 8x squared, negative 18x squared, negative 24x, 12x, and 16. You should have gotten the same thing. Now let's see, what did you notice about this? Well, what you should notice is always in the area models, your diagonals are like terms. 8x squared and negative 18x squared, like terms. Negative 24x and 12x, like terms, all right? So that's the thing that I want you to notice, that the diagonals are always like terms. So if I say, what does this whole thing equal? Well, it's 6x cubed. There's that one. Negative 18x squared and 8x squared is minus 10x squared. Negative 24x and 12x is minus 12x. And then plus 16. There's the final product when you multiply. Basically, this is 3x plus 4 times 2x squared minus 6x. That is ugly. Minus 6x plus 4. When we multiply these together, this is what we get. All right? And in the area model, diagonals are always going to be like terms. So now, for this part 2, we're going to use an area model puzzle, or we're going to figure out an area model puzzle using the thing that we just noticed up here. So copy this down right now as it exists right now. And then once you copy it down, kind of fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks on the inside, fill in the blanks on the outside. Let's see if you can figure it out. Cool, you just did that. So if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, well, I need to go from 5x squared to 10x cubed, so I got to multiply it by 2x squared. Okay, I got to do by 5x times something is going to give me 35x squared, so this needs to be a 7, and this needs to be an x, all right? And then I know that this is a plus 9, so what's that going to be? 5 times 9 is 45x. Cool. Now my question is, 2 times what is going to give me this negative 3? Well, 2 times negative 3 is, a negative 6x squared. And look at this, they're your like terms that we're talking about. Here are those like terms that we're talking about. This last one right here is what, 27? Minus 27. So my product, 10x squared. Negative 6 and 35 is, what is that, 29? So 10x cubed, plus 29x squared. When I put these like terms together, 45 minus 21, 24. So it's going to be plus 24x minus 27. Right, so we're using what we know to figure out what happens around it. And you guys have been doing that before. All right. Let's put it all together. And we're going to be doing this in class tomorrow, so let's put it all together. Now, we're going to divide using the area model. Back to where we started, let me go back in the very beginning, right? We said we were going to divide this, so now we're dividing it. Negative 10x cubed minus 23x squared plus 62x minus 24, that's the product, divided by 5x minus 6, that's the factor. Now we don't know anything in the area model except we know we need three things here, and we know that the product is this. Well, what's that other thing that we know about the area model? This number, where does it always go? Right here. And we're going to start from here and figure it out. Okay, you tell me, what does this have to be? Hopefully you just said, oh, that has to be minus 2x squared. Cool. Well, now that I know that, what does this have to be? Hopefully you just figured that out and you said, okay, 2 times 6 is 12x squared. Now here's the new part. We know that this and this should be like terms. And my x squared term needs to be negative 23. So 12 plus whatever this is needs to equal negative 23, right? Because when I looked over here, this negative, let me go back to one that I didn't. This negative 6x and this 35x squared had to equal this 29x squared right here. So I'm going back, I need this to be a negative 23. So 23 and 12, 35. 35 x squared. Ooh. Is that right? Negative 23. So let's see. 35 minus 12, 3, 23. Yep. There we go. We got 35x squared right there. All right. So let's see what is next. If this is 35, this needs to be now I can figure out this spot right here. Let me clear it up. Nope. Clear it up in a more. There we go. Now we know, okay, well, what does this need to be? So 5 times something needs to be negative 35. Oh, that looks like a negative 7x to me because x times x is x squared. Now that I know that this is a negative 7, I can figure this part out. This becomes 42x. I'm doing pretty good. So I've took care of this part of the product. I've took care of this part of the product. Oh, man. What do I need 42x and this one to add up to? Hopefully, you're looking down here and you're saying 62x. Okay, so this needs to be a 20x. All right, 42 and 20 is going to be the 62x. And so now I see, okay, well, this must be a 4. And look at this. Negative 6 times 4 is going to tell me that this one, we got our 62x, is a negative 24. So ultimately, when I divided it, I found out that this product divided by this factor equals negative 2x squared minus 7x plus 4. In other words, negative 2x squared minus 7x plus 4 times 5x minus 6 will equal the product, negative 10x cubed minus 23x squared plus 62x minus 24. That's the big picture of what we're supposed to be doing. We'll be working on this a lot tomorrow, but I wanted to give you the heads up first. All right, get this done. Looking forward to seeing you all in class tomorrow. Peace.